people, welcome to another Mikey Live program. This is where it all happens, the good, the bad, and the Mikey people. Let me fix up now, we're good to go. Right, good. So we have so many things to tell you about tonight, boy. The teenager who was at the center of the Ariel Bola case has been found guilty. We're going to talk about that. Yep. We're going to talk about that in a moment. I know that there are a lot of people who wanted to know what was going on. Sentencing is going to be on at the end of January. All right. So we're going to talk about that in a while. Yes. Missing boy has been located. We'll talk about that as well. Marath Hill closure. More problems for Nawasa and customers who are being served by the Annadale system. We're going to talk about that. Quick thinking driver is commended. We'll show you a video. All right. Police officers to be deployed for elections in Dominica, which is just about 3 days from now. A Trinidad woman with speech impediment denied her right to vote. We're going to talk about that and more right here on tonight's Mikey Live. We want to let you know that the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of WPG10. So, folks, when we return, we have a lot of things to tell you about, all right? It's going to be a really interesting program tonight. So brace all yourself, get whatever all you have to eat and drink and make all yourself comfortable. Yes, because you're about to be told some things where news is news is concerned. All right, so folks, we're coming back. We're taking a very, very quick break. Don't go away.
Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Wagity Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators: 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Grand Anse, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Wagity Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people.
Introducing the Spice Isle Jewelry Grand Christmas Sale. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry above $115. Visit us to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Repair service second to none. Best value for scrap gold. At Spice Isle Jewelry, there's jewelry for everyone, so shop and save today. Treat yourself or someone you love this Christmas with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Located on Grenville Street, St. George's. Call 440-3155 or 415-3155. And shop number 19, Spiceland Mall, Grand Anse. Call 440-6648 or 537-7801. Sale ends December 31st.
It's the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show.
Daddy, that misquote me. I did not say that she looked like the monkey. I said that the monkey looked like her.
This show is endorsed by the Ministry of Culture. December 14, National Stadium. Gates open 4 p.m. Show starts 6 p.m. Featuring live from Nigeria, Emanuela and Success, and the Mark Angel Comedy Group.
He took your sense.
Oh,
because his mother still has sense.
From Jamaica, hilarious Granny, Johnny Daly. From Trinidad, Alan the Entertainer. From Barbados, Rick from Grenada, Robert White, and Dillion Walters. Ticket price: kids under 16, $30. Kids VIP, $80. Adult early bird, $50. $60 regular. Adult VIP early bird, $150. $200 regular. You can make sure to get those tickets at all KFC outlets on the island: Grenada Optical, Grand Anse and St. George's, Heather's Boutique, Kitten's Pharmacy, Grand Anse, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Licks and Bites, St. David's Pharmacy, SOG Foods, Westerhall. Make sure to get your tickets for the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show. Be there. You, yes you, we welcome you to a new era. Genesis. 31st December 2019. All Year's Night. Featuring the headline band from Antigua, the original Burning Flames.
I command you to jump, 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 jump.
Burning Flames. Burning Flames, plus more. Live at the Spice Basket Courtyard. Get your early bird tickets. 80 EC. Couples early bird tickets. 150 EC. Online at gotofest.com and your regular ticket outlets for a new era. Genesis. You. Yes, you.
Okay, folks, so again, welcome back to tonight's program, and the pleasure is mine all the time to be here with you and to talk to you about what's happening here in Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, and the rest of the world. All right, so if you're viewing the program for the first time, I'd like to again welcome you. All right, good. Now, Olia, the first thing that we have to tell Olia boy today is no ordinary day. It is the International Day of Persons with Disabilities. It's celebrated around the world at this time every year. Now, since 1992, since 1992, the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, the IDPD, has been annually observed on the 3rd of December around the world. The theme for this 2019 IDPD is promoting the participation of persons with disabilities and their leadership, taking action on the 2030 Development Agenda, and the theme focuses on the empowerment of persons with disabilities for inclusive, equitable, and sustainable development as envisaged in the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which pledges to leave no one behind and to recognize disabilities as a cross-cutting issue to be considered in the implementation of its 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Now, this 2019 observance of the IDPD at the UN headquarters saw, little activities and so on taking place there. All right, folks, I think here in Grenada, we used to have a nice match, I think, when I was young. We used to have this, there used to be this march going on, join hands together, show the world that you can, reach out to somebody, something like that. The words are always in my head, but I don't know it exactly. I don't know who sang the song, but some of you would remember that. I find we have kind of like retarded things of that nature. We now don't focus on things like that anymore. Every year they used to have this thing, people, without miss. I'm not sure who used to do this, but they used to have it. You understand? And so back then there was more respect for persons with disability. They were not scorned and all that kind of thing. You understand? And people with disabilities are people too. And they have feelings and all that. And you don't know what it is they had to go through. And I'm never ashamed to speak of my story, having met in an accident when I was so young. And when my parents saw my face was disfigured at a very young age, I think it was about age 4, the doctor said, no, don't worry, he'll be fine, and then day pass, they go, they come, they go, they come, and you're waiting to see everything go back to normal, and you're still waiting. You understand? And then to be teased by people. You understand? Every day, adults, big people, teasing you. Children not teasing you, but big people. To be teased and so on. So it tells us that we are not where we're supposed to be with regards to disabilities and so on. You understand? I sometimes have challenged. There are some words that are really hard to pronounce. So I was speaking about it the other day. You know, in a private conversation, there are some words that are so hard to pronounce for me. Because of this, there are some of you probably would not know that or may not have recognized that, and so you never know what these people are going through. People who has a long and short hand, or somebody who has a limp, or people who has some kind of, you know, whatever the disability is. You understand? So I think we need to get to a place where we start to appreciate and respect people because if probably they were given an opportunity to contribute towards their physical attributes, probably they would do things their own way. You understand? And then you never know where you will be say in the next 5-10 years, you know. So yeah, that's my plea to persons, that we get beyond the pettiness of teasing people with obvious disabilities and start accepting them and appreciating them as a regular or normal human being, just like everyone else. Now we are moving on. Now, last night we told you that a young boy was missing, and I'm happy to report today that he has been located. That's Akeem Pear. He's 13 years old, a student of the River Road, St. George. You know, police sent out a notice yesterday saying that he's been missing for a couple of days and was asking the general public to help in finding him. Well, folks, he has been found. So we are happy to know that, at least, and I hope that now we're going to take some serious look into this young boy. I think his whole life needs a serious intervention. I say this with no malice. Ill intent, all right? I think he needs an intervention by the authorities or whoever his family may be, because he's always by the roadside with that face. Yeah, he wears that face all the time, and he's begging for money and so on. He's too young for that. Yeah, that's not a very good start for a boy of his age. Okay, good. All right, so we're moving on. The next thing that we have to talk about, by the Traffic Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force wishes to advise the general public that the following traffic arrangements have been implemented as a result of the closure of Maras Hill, which is currently under reconstruction. No entry, now no vehicles will be allowed to travel along the Maras Hill one way. Effective 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Saturdays, Motley Hill will be one-way traffic in an upward direction towards Sans Souci Public Road. No right turn onto Motley from Independence Avenue Public Road. In terms of no parking, both sides of Motley Hill and Sans Souci Public Road, effective 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mondays to Saturdays, Motley Hill will be one-way traffic towards the direction of Mungay or River Road. No left turn onto Motley Hill from Independence Avenue. Motorists, you are advised to exercise caution and expect delays. These arrangements will be in place until the completion of the repair work at Maras Hill. Last night, so Nawasa been having some serious problems, boy. In addition to the fact that they had 9 broken mains to deal with on the weekend, they repaired a line and it broke. And they repaired it and it broke again. And when that happens, they have to shut down the entire Annandale system. And when you shut down the entire Annandale system, the whole south of the island is without water. We're going to be talking about that in a moment, because that one requires a little more discussion, all right? We have an official to talk about that too. So let me just move on still, and then we're going to come back to that, because I have something that I want to talk about. Now, the Caranage will be transformed into a magical wonderland with lights and fun and music and action on this Friday and Saturday. It's the first annual festival of lights, people. No, you may have been in Vegas, or you have been in other parts of the world where you have seen a light show. We are going to be getting our own light show here in Grenada. I'm not making it up. In fact, we don't make up nothing on the program. Grenada will experience its own light show. You understand? You don't have to take it from me. We spoke to Ria Murray from the Tourism Authority today on this.
I'm so excited to invite
everyone to Festival of Lights. It's the newest family affair for Christmas, giving you the first taste of Christmas, bringing you that Christmas joy and cheer. And it all goes down this Friday, the 6th of December. We begin at 6 p.m. on the Carenage, our picturesque Carenage Harbor, voted as one of the prettiest harbors in the Caribbean, in the world, and it will be a spectacle on the Carenage. So from 6 p.m. we have an opening ceremony, and then we have so much for you: a Christmas night market, Santa's Village, a kids zone. We have a place for you to get all your Christmas items, your ginger beer, your sorrel, your green peas items for your home. We have a concert with some of our top local artists and so much more, and we're inviting you to come out. And of course, festivities, we begin on Friday at 6 p.m. as I said, but we continue on the 7th, Saturday the 7th at 5 p.m. again on the Carenage. And one of the major things that we're inviting you to see is a wonderful, spectacular light show. The entire Carenage, everybody, all the businesses, all the boats, everybody is pitching in to make the Carenage a spectacle of lights, and you can expect an amazing light show. And then festivities continue on the 14th and the 21st. And on the 21st, there'll be a little bit more activity for the kids. So we're just inviting everyone to come out this Friday from 6 p.m. Then we go Saturday at 5 p.m., the 14th, and then the 21st. Festival of Lights on the Carenage. We're inviting everyone. There will be no unauthorized vending. So if you're interested in vending, please contact the Grenada Tourism Authority at 440-2001. And of course, Festival of Lights comes to you compliments the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation.
Thank you very much. All right, so folks, that's it right there. All right, that's it right there, and you heard it for yourself. So this is going to be of the shizzle, manism, mahism, madizzle, all right. Festival of the Lights. We are going to have our own light show and things like that. And of course, I hope that all you go out and support the business. You understand? Yes, ma'am. All right. One thing I like about this program is that everything is live. This is a live program that's happening right now. It is live interaction with people like you. And while we do the program, we also get feedback. We get information while we are doing the program. So it's like real time. You understand? And I thank God for having the opportunity to do that. You understand? Yes, man, people. So we're pretty. And I'll tell you why. Or maybe just now I'll tell you why. We are continuing. Now, the next thing that I have to show all you. Okay. So, here's this one now. We're pulling it up, right? This one having fun tonight, boy. Are you hearing him? Yeah, we're real fun tonight. So here's this. The issue at the T.A. Marisha Community College continues for another week. The instructors and other staff members are saying that they're owed, all right, and they want their money. Okay, they want their money. So what they did is they decided that they were going to hold up operation. They decided that, you know what, from time to time we are just stop work. And they're saying that this is going to continue until they get some sort of satisfaction. They say that they're owed increments for just about 6 years or so, in the millions collectively, and that ain't going so.
All right, they want their money. One of the instructors showed me his documents. I said, Mikey, look at this. How could we ignore this? Look at how much money I've been owed. How can I ignore that? Students as well said, listen, we are being affected. We have been affected by this because time is running out. We have our exams. We have this and that and that and that and that to do. And so they want some sort of action soon so that everything can go back to normal. The teachers say, the instructors say, once they are comfortable with the kind of response that they get, they know, they say they've been doing this for years, they know that they can get their syllabus back on track in quick timing. You understand? So, anyway. But on the lighter side of things, one of the students there, I was sent a video, was having fun with the whole thing while the persons affected were out protesting at the college.
Reporting for Mikey Live. Behind us are the teachers protesting once again because of the money owed by the government.
Where we want it now! What we want! Where we want it now!
Fortune reporting for Mikey Live. Behind us.
And folks, you can see that even, or you can hear in the background, that even the students themselves are having fun with the whole thing. So I saw somebody on Facebook saying, why didn't this happen when I was a student at the college? You know? But no, that's on the lighter side of things. But honestly, I think that this situation, it's about time that this situation is resolved, because I don't think anyone is going to benefit out of it right now. So we have to fix that. That to fix. Yeah, so if I want to come in my office and I could mediate the whole business for you. You know what I mean? Anyway. We're moving. And listen, by the way, the young guy who pretending to be a journalist, that's good job. And the cameraman, when all ready for work, just check me. Always boss. Oh yeah. Hear that one boy. Ariel Bola. I hope we have not forgotten her. Ariel Bola, the young girl who was killed. Y'all remember that? Well, I have an update for you in that case. All right, people. Now, Twiley Joseph, he was the teenager who was accused of killing the 8-year-old. He was today found guilty of capital murder. According to our source, guilty of capital murder. Now, there were some 18 witnesses who testified, gave their testimonies. Now, the accused is now 19 years old. He faces a maximum of a life imprisonment. We were told that sentencing will be on the 31st of January 2020. You know? Y'all remember when talk broke of this child went missing? Such party set up. Everybody was worried and everybody went out searching. Eventually her body was found not too far from her home. See that she was raped and then killed. 8 years old. I think I like to read them things. Anyway, so that dog there, you know what I mean?
man. I feel like when anything there, I feel like I feel my head was getting light and I don't pass out on the program. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. This video says this viewer of Mikey Live is to show what happened. Apparently, says this contributor to our program, the tire of a truck blew and somehow caught fire, and it appeared that the driver was unaware. Other drivers on the road tried to stop the truck to alert the driver as to what was happening, and in numerous attempts, after numerous attempts, they then succeeded. It says kudos to the driver of a vehicle in doing what they did to prevent something bad from happening. Now this is the incident here. Well, as you can see, there's fire in the road. That's in the on the St. Paul's main road. There's St. Paul's, right? Yeah. By the, what do they call that hill again? Anyway, by Holler's Hill there, in that area there, going up close to Mount Parnassus Gap from the top, and you can see that there's a lot of fire in the road. There's a vehicle who's trying to get the driver to stop. Eventually, he drove in front of the truck and stopped, somewhat causing the driver of the truck to stop just the same. See there? But yeah, boy, it was saying, boy, if that didn't happen, then probably things could have been worse. As you can see, there's a lot of smoke at one point in time, and you never know, you know. So we have to say, I mean, I have to join in them in congratulating or commending the person who helped in that situation.
Video the truck and all. Video the truck.
Oh God! On that, through the truck, boy.
Video through the truck.
And the man had the ease up.
The truck on fire, the whole truck.
Truck, yeah, under the truck, they full of fire.
Stop the truck, boy!
So again, yeah, that's a good one there. Yeah, you see, we are good citizens, you know. We are good citizens. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, we are good citizens. A lot too. Always say, you know what I mean? Anyway, we're moving. You know, we're moving. How are we looking for time? I want to big up all the people who are here for the on the program, you know what I mean? Yeah, but don't only come once and think when I'll see certain stories. I'll come back on the program. You know what I mean? Yeah, but all yeah. Like, okay, so we're moving on. Next story now. Like Nawasa do a look. Like, listen, I kid you not. Nawasa said it was an unprecedented weekend for them. Right? And just as they said it was an unprecedented weekend for them, pop! A pipe broke last night. And they had to shut down water again. So, them men walk overnight and they walk. Listen, them men walk. You understand? They work hard last night to fix that pipe in Maras Hill. You understand? And now as I'm feeling good, they could kick police. You understand? They were able to get that situation under control. And so people get water, can brush their teeth or anything, and they get like a water thing back of bathe and thing. You know, now as I kicking police, them more and them feeling good, them more confident. Pop! Pipe has broken again. But listen, we are not saying that it's Nawasa's fault. We are just talking of the reality that now people who are served by the Annandale water system are again without water. And hold on. The soonest it is projected that these people can get water back in their pipes at 48 hours.
This outage can last as much as 72 hours. At best, it may be reduced to 48 hours. 2 days. You understand? Because they say that it's a lot of work, a lot of work that has to be done. And based on the problem they have, it requires time to repair. They had to put, I was speaking to one of the officials today, and they had to put some concrete stuff to hold up the pipes that they're laying right now. So it's a huge challenge for Nawasa, as they explain in this video.
As a result, the movement resulted in the breakage of this pipe.
Okay, with this being understood, tell us what are some of the steps that's going to be made now to ensure that persons have the current water needed?
Okay, now in the immediate, we are trying to fix this pipe as quickly as possible, but we cannot expect the water to be restored between today, maybe within the next 48 hours for the minimum, because this pipe has to be concreted and stabilized and supported. But in the meanwhile, what we are doing, we are putting all our trucks. This is about 3 trucks. We will be having it out. And we'll be taking the water from, well, as I said now, we'll have to take the water from be it Confer or Bailey's Backlet. But we'll have our trucks running, and we will be listening to our customers and making sure that they are satisfied.
Okay.
We'll prioritize the institutions. Okay?
Okay, so the institutions that it relates to the schools and other businesses.
Exactly. As we speak now, we are bringing water for Westmoreland. So, yes, we'll prioritize them. And some of the homes, and then we'll get to our residents all about.
Okay, so when can persons, because at this time now, most persons would be at work or not really aware that what is happening. So when can persons look out for trucks coming in, maybe later on this evening?
Okay, well, our trucks will be working up to late. So the people who have tanks now and has made questions, we will be filling them with. If they can make themselves available, we will call. But the truck will be up until maybe 12 tonight. So we will be able to cover the inside. Okay, so we ask people, you see, I must impress on people again the importance of storage. You cannot call it. Okay?
All right. So, I mean, we see what is happening here. So what is going to be done, or how long do you think that Nawasa would be able to fix the situation entirely based on the extent of the damage?
Okay, you are talking about this present
Yes,
situation.
this present situation.
Okay, well, I expect within 4 days we will be able to fix the pipe today. But as I say, to get it solid, we must tighten concrete. Okay, and that must take a time before it is dry. So I'm giving it a minimum of 72 hours.
And that is just for the pipe?
Yeah, just for the pipe.
All right. And what about work as it relates to what's happening here with the road and stuff?
Okay, but what we are trying to do, we are trying to facilitate each other. So, in other words, I think based on, as you see, I'm making a request for our machine to come in here so that they will be able to work while we are working. So I don't think that we will hamburg each other, but we will more work with each other. Yes, because it depends on both of us. Okay.
You can assure your customers not using the
Customers, you are always our focus. As our mission statement and our vision say, we are trying to be an excellent cooperative citizen, I should call it. So we are doing everything. Our customer, we are customer driven. We are customer centered. Okay? So we understand the plight, but you also have to understand that we are doing everything to get this fixed.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so there you heard it yourself that they say that they're doing everything that they can to remedy this situation. But all in all, so I know that you all have a little pressure, but make sure you all do it right there. If the concrete has to be done and so on, make sure you all give the concrete some time to cure, because we're gonna have that problem eventually again. All right, take whatever time, fix it now. Yes, but do it good. Yeah, no bend to no pressure. You know what I mean? Because we gotta go back there again. Yeah, we ain't going back there. You know what I mean? I see somebody talking about the rivers and stuff. We spoil so. You know what I mean? Because yeah, with me, you know, that's small thing, you know. If I don't water, that's small thing. Yeah. But them rivers and them drying up too, you know. rivers and ravines and things like that. Like, I don't know. Them ravines only run when it rains. Yeah, things are changing, seriously. Things are changing. Oh yeah. Police officers are to be deployed for elections in Dominica. A contingent of law enforcement officers from St. Lucia are set to be deployed to Dominica for the remaining campaign period of political parties and the upcoming general election. They are saying that things are not stable there, and so the RSS, the Regional Security System, RSS, that's what it means. But yeah, they are stepping in. I know that we are part of the RSS, so I'm not sure if, and I'll find that out tomorrow, if we have officers from Grenada who will be going up to Dominica as well. But that's just a sad story to tell right there.
Protesters have blocked roads leading to the main airport on the eastern Caribbean island of Dominica. Concerns have been expressed by many about the decision of the government of Dominica to hold elections without electoral reform. The situation in Dominica is growing worrisome for some. There have been numerous demonstrations throughout the year to raise concerns about the fairness and transparency of elections, and unfortunately, there was an outbreak of clashes this week in Dominica. In light of this, almost half a dozen of local law enforcement officers will be deployed to Dominica in the coming days for elections. National Security Minister Herman Gill Francis told reporters that St. Lucia, as part of the regional security system, will be playing its part in ensuring the safety and security of Dominica.
We are members of the RSS, Regional Security System. The treaty indicates that any country that requires assistance when it comes to civil unrest and for crime, that we are duty bound to assist. So I've discussed this matter with the Prime Minister, and we have agreed to assist Dominica with a number of officers.
Francis stated that a joint operation will be conducted with the members of the Dominica Police Force and the RSS to ensure while people are voting, the streets are safe from various incidents.
Well, we're trained about 8. The fact is that because of our own situation here, we couldn't allow our serving officers to go. So we have asked some officers who are on vacation, if they're so kind to come back to work, they'll be paid for their vacation and given allowances, and they have agreed.
How long are they going to stay?
We're not too sure, but it depends on what the coordinator of the RSS decides.
Prime Minister of Dominica, Roosevelt Skerrit, has in the first instance accused the United Workers' Party, UWP, and other advocates such as the Concerned Citizens Movement, CCM, of stymieing electoral reform by opposing legislation which he attempted to take to Parliament. However, the electoral reform proponents have insisted that the opposition targeted amendments that attempted to legitimize certain unlawful aspects of the existing legislation. More recently, Skerrit spoke to the need of electoral reform, pointing out that elections are being held under the same laws that have governed the democratic process in Dominica since Dominica attained its independence. Cecil Actil, NBC Prime.
Thank you very much, Cecil. And yeah, boy, that one interesting, eh? Yeah, the whole situation there happening in Dominica. Yikes. All right, now I have another story to tell you, boy, as we speak of elections. All right, a speech impaired woman. We were just talking about disability just earlier. A 39-year-old disabled woman was denied her rights, according to reports, to vote at the let's just say elections in Trinidad. They say she has a speech impediment and some reading and writing complications. They say she was taken to a school to cast a vote, and she has done so in the past. However, after filling all the necessary forms and so on, she was turned away and told that she could not vote. Her brother was irate, and that is how the news got to know about it, because her brother went out to let people know what was going on. They say he went there at around 2 p.m. to cast the vote. He He says, my brother and my sister. She normally votes, but previously she was taken to vote by my mother, but she recently passed away, which is the mother. So this year, we went to take her, and she was very excited about it. He says that when we got there, we explained to the people there that she had a speech impediment and that she had some trouble reading and writing. At first, they let us fill out all the forms and so on, and when it was time to cast the ballot, they would not let my brother accompany her, and they told us she could not vote, he said. Rule 48 of the Representation of the People's Act allows for handicapped persons to be accompanied into voting stations by an elector who is a father, mother, brother, sister, husband, wife, son, or daughter of the said person and over the age of 18. The rule states, subject to Rule 38 to 47, the presiding officer on application of an elector who is incapacitated by blindness, visual impediment, or by other physical cause, and who is therefore unable to vote in the manner directed by this rule, shall require the elector to swear an oath in the form set out as form number 58 or 59 in the prescribed form rules, as the case may be. And on making such oath, the elector shall be allowed to cast his vote with the use of a template or the assistance of a companion of that person's choice. You see, the woman had a polling card, she's registered, and she was repeatedly denied access by officers at the school. The struggle is real. You understand? Very real. They said she was so disappointed because she was excited. You know, sometimes when you want to be part of this, you feel like you have not made any significant contribution in life. You can't because of your disability, but this is one contribution that you can make, and then you are denied. I can only imagine how she's feeling. We take a quick break and return with the National Report.
Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Wagity Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators: 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Grand Anse, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Wagity Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people.
Introducing the Spice Isle Jewelry Grand Christmas Sale. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry above $115. Visit us to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Repair service second to none. Best value for scrap gold. At Spice Isle Jewelry, there's jewelry for everyone, so shop and save today. Treat yourself or someone you love this Christmas with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Located on Grenville Street, St. George's. Call 440-3155 or 415-3155. And shop number 19, Spiceland Mall, Grand Anse. Call 440-6648 or 537-7801. Sale ends December 31st.
It's the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show.
Daddy, that misquote me. I did not say that she looked like the monkey. I said that the monkey looked like her.
This show is endorsed by the Ministry of Culture. December 14, National Stadium. Gates open 4 p.m. Show starts 6 p.m. Featuring live from Nigeria, Emanuela and Success, and the Mark Angel Comedy Group.
He took your sense.
Oh,
because his mother still has sense.
From Jamaica, hilarious Granny, Johnny Daly. From Trinidad, Alan, the Entertainer. From Barbados, Rick from Grenada. Grenada, Robert White, and Dillion Walters. Ticket price. Kids under 16, $30. Kids VIP, $80. Adult early bird, $50. $60 regular. Adult VIP early bird, $150. $200 regular. You can make sure to get those tickets at all KFC outlets on the island. Grenada Optical, Grand Anne's and St. George's, Heather's Boutique, Kitten's Pharmacy, Grand Anne, Mitchell's Health and Wellness, Licks and Bites, St. David's Pharmacy, SOG Foods, Westerhall. Make sure to get your tickets for the first annual KFC Come Laugh With Us comedy show. Be there. You, yes you, we welcome you to a new era. Genesis, Genesis, Genesis. 31st December 2019, All Year's Night, featuring the headline band from Antigua, the original Burning Flames.
I command you to jump, 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 jump.
Burning Flames. Burning Flames, plus more. Live at the Spice Basket Courtyard. Get your early bird tickets, 80 EC. Couples early bird tickets, 150 EC. Online at gotofab.com and your regular ticket outlets for a new era. Genesis, Genesis. You, yes you.
All right, folks, and it is now time for the National Report. Here now is your National Report.
A significant increase in the budget to construct emergency shelters in Grenada and Carriacou. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, December 3rd, I am Leslie Ann Johnson. A significant increase in the budget to construct an emergency shelter and warehouse on both the mainland and in Carriacou. During deliberations on the 2020 budget, Minister with responsibility for disaster management, Senator Winston Garraway, said the budget offered for construction moved from 2.4 to 6.5 million US dollars. The U.S. Southern Command Humanitarian Assistance Program will provide grant funding of 3.9 million US to construct the emergency shelter and warehouse in Grenada and 2.6 million for Carriacou.
We came before and we spoke of such a facility. But the budget that was presented was 2.4 million US dollars. But when the RFP was done and we decided the size of the building we wanted and the equipment, the communication equipment we desired, when the RFP came back, it's almost tripled the budget that was offered. And we made a representation back to the U.S. Southern Command and said to them, there is an expectation in this country by the people to receive these facilities, and we cannot disappoint them. And I was happy when the information came back to me and said, Minister, the new budget has been approved. So we moved from 2.4 million US to 6.5 million US to build those facilities.
The contract has been awarded to Naval Facility Command Engineering. Work is to begin early in the new year with a handover date of March 31st, 2021 for Grenada and 1 month earlier for Carriacou. The government of Grenada will continue to invest in increasing large-scale production among small poultry farmers. Deliberating on the 2020 budget on Monday, Sports Minister Senator Nolan Cox said more will be done to construct facilities and provide the technology that can match up to the demands of producing on a larger scale.
We can do 10,000 birds, but if you're not able to manage the environment and the farmer goes one morning and he lose like 200-300, that's his profit right there. So if we do not have the facility to match the demand and the development that we want to do in poultry,
we are going to remain behind. We have to invest in those things. We have to invest to do it in a large scale. So a lot of work is before us, Mr. President.
Senator Cox says 2019 has seen a reduction in the importation of chicken by 2.5%, which is good news for local poultry farmers. He says the importation reduction is a step in the right direction, as Grenadians can now focus on the consumption of locally grown, healthier meat.
300,000 less pounds of poultry meat have been imported for 2019. So our local producers have been able to augment that, and we want to commend them for that. While it's a drop in the bucket, Mr. President, it's a step in the right direction.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Did you join the public service on or after February 22nd, 1985 and have since retired? This might be important to you. Government understands that the NIS pension may be insufficient to take care of your needs. So, while it awaits the court's ruling on the matter of pension for public officers, government has taken action to protect your quality of life so that you can take care of your needs in the meantime. Persons who joined the public service on or after February 22nd, 1985 and serve continuously in an established position for a minimum 26 years and 8 months and retired at age 60 may be eligible to receive an advance payment, which when combined with NIS represents 70% of their last salary. For more information, call or visit the Pension Secretariat in the Department of Public Administration, Ministerial Complex, 440-3767.
Continuing the news, the Ministry of Legal Affairs is putting measures in place to reduce backlogged cases in 2020. Senator Katisha Williams, an attorney by profession, says 2019 has been a challenging year for the justice system in the country, ranging from the backlog of cases and files at the court registry to the relocation and retrofitting of a temporary location after it was moved from the Lime building on the Carenage. She says 2020 will be a more successful year as they implement programs and methods to strengthen the judicial system. In September 2019, High Court judges were assigned to reduce the backlog of cases.
4 High Court judges have been permanently assigned to the jurisdiction. The ministry is hopeful that in 2020, the increase in personnel in judicial officers will result in a steady reduction of this backlog.
She says going forward, new methods and systems will be adopted to ensure a more stable and efficient system.
Implementation of the second phase of the digitization of KIPO, appointment of an intellectual property committee as the first phase of the Grenada's intellectual property strategy, review of the fee structure for registration of companies and business names with the objective to make it comparable to other OECS countries, implementation of the Patent Act and the enactment of the Geographical Indication Bill, implementation of the Interviewing of Suspects for Serious Crimes Act 2014, which allows video and audio recordings of interrogations, and continued efforts to reduce the backlog of matters within the court system and in general, the more seamless functioning of the judicial system.
Refocusing the Ministry of Agriculture in accordance with plans outlined in the 2020 budget. That was the main thrust of a recent 2-day retreat that involved the ministry's senior officers. Details in this report by Karima Lewis, the Public Relations Officer.
With strategic presentations on key focus areas geared at propelling the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands forward in the year 2020, the annual Senior Management Retreat was deemed a success. Department heads and selected members of staff were brought together in a 2-day seminar-like session and shared in presentations and discussions as they refocus efforts of implementation in accordance with the 2020 budget allocation for agriculture. Youth in agriculture, entrepreneurship in agriculture, and enhancement of the source of industry were some of the worthy mentions coming out of the retreat. Being part and parcel of the 2-day event was Permanent Secretary Elvis Moraine. He speaks on the objective of the event held recently at the National Stadium.
It came on the backdrop of the budget preparation and our rate of implementation, and we thought it was necessary for us to pool our senior management team as well as some selected officers to really delve into how we would want to see our implementation being done in 2020. So today basically we are going to look at the vote that is with Ministry of Agriculture, the allocation there, we are going to come up with a proper plan, an implementation plan, as well as a cash flow focus, so that we can properly timetable our activities next year and we can have proper implementation.
The Inter-American Institute for Cooperation and Agriculture, ICA, has been instrumental in many of the successes spoken about in the industry. ICA's national specialist, Derek Charles, was part of the event and recounts what stood out most for him.
The implementation of certain plans will not be done like in silos, but people are going to come together and work to the benefit of the agriculture sector on a whole. There are a number of things that I learned here that are critical to the development of the agriculture sector in terms of the plans and projects. One of those things is the modality in which they should approach the work, meaning that they should be aligned to the different goals. For example, the medium-term agenda, the Sustainable Development Goal, and the Sustainable Development Plan. And the second part of it is the actual rolling out of those plans. How do they go about planning so it can fit into the different developmental goals, sustainable plans, and the like.
Chief Veterinary and Livestock Officer Dr. Kimon Cummins explains the importance of such a session to the new faces of the ministry.
It's a good learning experience for, I would say, for the young persons that actually just joined the ministry as to how to develop a proper work plan and what's the expectations as we move forward in terms of implementation and how things normally operate, so that we don't end up in the same problems as previous years, where you have certain programs that probably stood back on the back burner because persons would have done other things apart from what's really in the work plan.
Supervisor of the Northern Agricultural District, Maximus Lazarus, is optimistic that this could be a new turning point for the sector.
Very good retreat. I think it gives a platform, a takeoff for a new beginning, for a new scope, to have things organized. Because sometimes when you evaluate what has been happening in the past, it's not the way it should be in terms of implementation of projects as such. So that two-day workshop was a very good beginning to start for the going forward, the way you could implement projects and make an impact on the agricultural sector.
For the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Karima Lewis.
And that's the National Report. I'm Leslie Ann Johnson.
Well, thank you guys for the national report, everyone who were responsible for the national report. All right, guys, and let's just take a quick look at the weather, see what's going on there with the weather. Partly cloudy with light showers. All right, they say that it's likely to stay fair for the rest of the night. All right, the minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius, winds are easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Gusting higher at times, sees slight to moderate waves up to 6 feet in open waters. And that's it right there for our weather for tonight. And let me just quickly come into saying hello to all the people who are tuned in on the program right now. Let me see. There's so many of you to say hi to, boy. Can I just say hi to everybody? All right, so Irma, Shireen, Patricia, Rose, Kireen, Hazel, Captain Harris, my good friend, hello to you. We have with us as well Ezran, Mishi, Doris, Zaka, Sherman, Kireen, my mom, Mike, Lintona, and everyone else, man. All right, big up all yourselves. I really appreciate you, and we're looking forward to being back here. Danica and Aruna. We're looking forward to being back in. Nika, I see you there as well. Some of you guys are so loyal to the program, or you're just always here, man. You have no idea. When I put down my head to sleep at the night, I think about you guys and how you have been so instrumental in this journey. I have to really say thank you to you guys for being there. All right, Patsy. See you again on these days, girl. What, Patsy? All right, Shireen, Noreen, Michelle,
and everyone is. Marilyn, I see that you're there as well. Meryl, I see that you're there as well. All right, big up. All right. Who else I have to say to? Hi to Noreen. I say hi to Noreen already. Yeah, so good. What else do I have to tell her? The Down Syndrome Association, they having their Christmas party on the 12th of December from 4 p.m. Right? It's happening at the Grenada Yacht Club. Santa will be there and gifts will be given to persons with Down syndrome. And all kids, by the way. Tickets are $40 adults and $15 children. Persons with Down syndrome and a chaperone will be entering free. There's going to be a raffle and attractive prizes as well. All right, check out Seabreeze Hotel on Facebook and so on. You can get tickets there and so. All right, guys. So big up all the whole self. Angel and Shauna and Shanta and the whole team, Shireen. I mean, everybody. Blessings to you guys, all right? We're going to touch base again tomorrow, God's willing. Same time, same place. God bless you. Goodbye. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No, take care.